Hey guys, Ryan here. Today we're going to be doing Extremity issue 5 review. Great issue as usual. And I did put up the first 4 issues right here in the background. So, I'm not completely positive what they're doing with Extremity because they've only released the first 6 issues covers. And they didn't release a new cover for issue 7 when the Walking Dead issue, well, not the Walking Dead specifically, but when all the new covers, you know how like they reveal every new issue that's coming out the next month after they reveal it the month before, kind of, you know. So like Skybound.com always reveals like the issue, always reveals like the issue's covers and descriptions, you know. Well, they didn't reveal an issue 7 cover yet, which they were supposed to, because you're always supposed to have like the 2 issues before it covers. And we don't at this point. We didn't get issue 7, so I don't know how they're doing this. But if that probably didn't make any sense to you guys, but let's get right into the review. So you have Thea drawing when she still had both of her hands. She makes a good art piece or whatever, and then she runs it up to her dad, and she's like, "Look what I made for you." But then you have Jerome torturing Dag, like ripping his teeth out and stuff, because he really needs him to give him a password, and he says no. So then he has Thea come in, and he has Thea torture Dag with a knife, like you can see cutting into. It's pretty brutal sometimes in this comic, but they're doing it for their clan. They're doing it to try to survive. And then we have 2 pages of Rollo and Shiloh on that like floating boat thing we talked about last time right here, about how he shouldn't have left. And then we have this awesome 1-pager with them where you have where is it? One sec. Okay, one sec. I know where it is. Okay, here we go. Oh yeah, it's the Paznina's Warship. I knew that. Okay, Paznina Warship is coming, and it's right over Rollo and Shiloh. So then we go back to Sheila. I almost said Sheila because I was thinking of Shiva, you know, and I was thinking Thea. Sheila, if that even makes sense. So, so then you have Thea, and she's talking to, what's his name? I'm sorry, it's kind of hard because they don't really say everybody's name a lot. They really don't. Either way, she's talking to the guy with the bird. She's talking to the guy with the bird, and he's saying stuff like, I don't really get why your father is so brutal and why he tortures people to get his way. And then she's like, this is our way of surviving. So, either way, so then his bird kind of, you know, flies away. So, and yeah, that's really the end of that conversation. So the next part's really brutal. So then you have Thea walks in, and Jerome has a knife to her throat, and he's like, Jessica. Well, actually, no, Jerome has a knife to Jessica's throat. There, cleared up. And he's like, what are you doing? She has nothing to do with this. Why are you doing this? And he says, because I need answers from Dag. So then Jerome tells Thea to untie Dag. So then he does, and then he goes and types in the password, and then he says, there, it's done. And then Jerome goes, almost. And then he slits Jessica's throat. Like, are you crazy? What is wrong with you, dude? So then that guy's name with the bird. Oh my god, what the heck is his name? That annoys the crap out of me when I don't know someone's name and I'm like in the middle of a review, you know? It's so hard. Nobody knows who you're talking about. But anyway, so he comes in and says the Paznina Warship is approaching, and he says how far. He's like 3 miles or so. So now they're getting ready, and then he kills Dag in the end. He stabs him in the back and still kills him even after he gave him the information. Like, that's just brutal. I don't even get what your problem is, dude. But either way, so then, oh, his name's Hobby, yeah. Okay, so then Jerome and Hobby leave, and Thea stays in there with dead Jessica and dead Dag. And then, well, Dag's not dead yet. He goes, "I'm sorry, Thea. I'm so sorry." And then he, like, dies. But either way, so then he's standing there, and the ship is approaching. And you have Thea, she gets out her journal, and she starts drawing. And then you have Jerome, reaches into his jacket, and he pulls out her artwork that she gave him at the beginning of the story, and looks at it, and it's of his wife and Thea's mother, So this issue is great. I really think that the cover really was significant, and I really think it explained the story itself almost. It really is relative to the story. So yeah, great issue for sure. Thank you guys for watching this review, and I'll see you guys next time on Ryan's TWD channel.